I'm Mark Espinoza along with my partner Michael Konowitz on your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. Today's championship features the number 1 ranked Independence Falcons versus the 2nd ranked Mission Oak Hawks. Independence comes into today's final with a record of 31-1, while Mission Oak is 27-3. Independence is coached by Stan Davis. They were 10-0 in the Southwest Yosemite League. Good enough for first place, as you might think, on an undefeated schedule. And also we have the 2nd-ranked Mission Oak Hawks, coached by Myron Epps. They were also 10-0 in the East Yosemite League and are the 2nd-ranked team in the Central section. Both teams have some tremendous scoring in the paint as well. And for more on the players, here's my partner, Michael Konowitz.
Well, yeah, Mission Oak can definitely score. Their point guard is one of the section's elite. He can score at a almost 20 per game rate and dishes out about 7.5 assists, along with his backcourt mate Bobby Alvarado, who scores at a 15.6 game per clip, and 6'4" freshman Austin Miletto is coming off a 31-point performance against Mount Whitney. But tough sledding today against Independence, 31-1, just an overtime loss away from a perfect season, and the Drillers make that Independence is extremely deep. 15 players, all led by Isaac Clark, who scores 13.4 a game, but a very balanced scoring team.
Yes, the Falcons are a very deep team as well. They have a lot of height, though, and that's probably their advantage going into this game against Mission Oak, although Mission Oak does have Austin Milezzo, as you mentioned, Michael, and Blake Shannon, both Milezzo is a freshman, and then you got Blake Shannon, a junior. They're on the short end at 6'4" and 6'1" respectively. But then you look at the roster of Independence, and they have some height there, especially at the forward slot in the front court. And also we have Isaac Clark, as you mentioned before, also their leading scorer for Independence, and he's only 6 feet. The junior, those scores about almost 14 points a game for the number 1 ranked Falcons. And right now they're introducing the starting lineups for both squads. So we're about to get started the Central Section Boys Basketball Division III Championship live from Fresno, California on PlayOnSports.com. And we'll return in just a few moments with the opening tip-off.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com's coverage of the Boys Division III Central Section Boys Championship here from Fresno, California, as we start the tip between number 1 ranked Independence and number 2 Mission Oak. And the ball has to be reset and tipped, as there was a misplay on that. So now the ball goes over to Independence. They're in the purple uniforms, and then you've got Mission Oak there in the white. So here we go with number 5 for Mission Oak, and the first shot of the game is off the back rim, no good. Rebound for the Falcons, and that goes over to number 21, Derek Check. Actually, that's going to be Matt Zorn. Over to Matt Zorn back at the top of the key as he directs traffic. And the shot is no good off the back rim. Rebound. And it's an air ball out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Possession to Independence.
So Independence retains possession.
And a good job there by Johnson once he got the offensive rebound of not forcing it, kicking it back out, and now a new possession.
And here we are with Derek Check with the ball, looking to get it inside here as we just get underway. No score here. We just started here in the first quarter of this Central Section Boys Division III Championship Here's 22 with the pass over to on the left wing, and the shot is no good from downtown. Rebound goes to Mission Oak. And up the right wing for Mission Oak is number 10, Blake Shannon, the leading scorer. And ball goes in, but it's batted away. And we have Independence on the turnover, regaining possession. Number 22 on the right wing takes an open shot from the right wing. Misses, no good. Still no score. And 6:32 remaining in here in the first quarter. And inside to Mission Oak. And that was number 31 on the score for Mission Oak. That was Ryan Robinson for Independence. And there's a whistle. So the shot is no good. Doesn't count. So Matt Zorn picks up the first foul of the game for Mission Oak. Here are the Falcons. Independence coming into this game 31-1. Here's the right-hand flip shot. That's no good. Rebound goes to Mission Oak once again. And it's Mission Oak finally getting the rebound. Here on the left wing, dribbling up court. And the ball goes out of bounds, deflected. So the Hawks retain possession, inbounding the ball for the Hawks. And taking the shot is Blake Shannon, their leading scorer, and he drops it, drains it. So Mission Oak now with a 5-point lead over Independence early on. Falcons now with the ball. That's Isaac Clark directing traffic there, top of the key over to Jonathan Moore. And inside, the ball goes to number 5. There's a whistle, and it's traveling on number 5, Isaiah Henderson.
And, Independence has been doing a great job getting down low, getting offensive rebounds, but they just can't finish at the basket here early.
So Mission Oak now with the ball, and to the midcourt line. They finally get it past the midcourt line, and inside, and the shot is no good. Rebound. Ball's put up, but there's a foul on the play. And getting the line for Mission Oak is Colin Mundley. The foul's on number 21 for Independence, Derek Check. Make that Jonathan Moore with the foul. And sinking the first free throw for Mission Oak is Colin Mundley. So it's 6-0 here. Independence hasn't scored yet, but it's still early. And the second shot goes in. So Mundley makes both of his shots, and inbounding the ball over to Derek Check. There's a timeout, early timeout. Independence takes his first time out of the ball game. It's 7-0 in favor of Mission Oak here in the first quarter.
Early on, but basically Mission Oak taking advantage, finishing their plays, and Independence getting some good opportunities and just haven't quite finished the plays down at the basket yet.
Yeah, it's still early. I think Mission Oak has maintained good ball control. I mean, they haven't really turned the ball over, really, and they've maintained good scoring opportunities underneath the basket, get those early rebounds to get a second chance at the shot. So with 5:17 left here in the first quarter, we have a 7-0 Mission Oak lead. The Hawks leading the Falcons. And here are the Independence Falcons with the ball, trying to get their first basket of the night. And here's number 11 with the ball, closely guarded. This is Isaiah Henderson. Ball inside, and the ball is missed. And once again, Mission Oak, they had the ball, they lost it.
And still can't finish.
Here's Mission Oak, and the ball is passed out of bounds, actually. So a little bit out of control here early on. Both clubs trying to get a handle on things. Maybe some nerves playing a part here. So 21, Derek Check, the 6'2 point guard. And with the ball for Independence is Derek Check. And now their traveling call. So with the mistake, handling the ball for Independence is Malcolm Johnson. Here's Matt Zorn He passes it to Blake Shannon, and he drives to the basket. It's off the hands and goes out of bounds. So Independence trying to get a second basket on its next possession. He made the first basket to get the first bucket of the game for their side. Here's Jonathan Moore. He takes a shot falling down, and now there's going to be a foul on the play. So he gets to the line. He's fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, unfortunate for Mission Oak there because he got hit so late. It was a foul, but I don't think that shot was going in either way, so we'll see if Independence can capitalize now.
And Moore makes that first shot. The foul was on Blake Shannon of Mission Oak, his first foul of the game. Mission Oak now has 2 team fouls, 1 team foul for Independence. And Moore makes both shots from the line, so it's a 7-4 Mission Oak lead. We're early on here in the first quarter of this Central Section Division III championship. And there's a big scramble for the ball. And Independence calls a timeout, so they'll maintain possession coming out of the timeout. So far you have both teams moving quickly up and down the court. It's a matter of both teams trying to play the ball, without turning it over. But they've been missing some wide open shots. So right now it's still a feeling out process. Wouldn't you say, Michael?
Yeah, just a feeling out process and just waiting for Independence to start finishing at the rack. They've had a lot of opportunities down there and not really scored at all yet. All their 4 points coming from the free throw line, so it's good they've gotten contact, gotten to the line, but need to finish in the air.
So here's Mission Oak with the basketball, and that's number 10, Blake Shannon, their leading scorer. Over to Derek Check. Now there's another scramble. So tight defense all the way around both sides of the court. For Mission Oak, it's Blake Shannon inside. And with the basket is number 5, Austin Malezo, the 6'4" freshman forward. 9-4, Mission Oak. Here's Derek Check, closely guarded. He runs it over to the right wing, and on the shot, and he makes it, is Jonathan Moore. So Independence with a slow start now is picking up the pace, cut it to within 2, and taking the wide open shot here from the left side of the key, and missing is Derek Check. And the ball is finally in. And that's Malezo with the basket for Mission Oak. They increase their lead to 11-7. On the left wing is Independence, and with the shot from the top of the key is no good. They get their own rebound. And a drive to the basket, no good. A lot of physical play inside, but no one's really dominating right now, which is still early here in the game. And back to Independence. They drive all the way. That's all the way over the right-handed flip. And with the basket for Independence is Isaac Clark. 11-9, Mission Oak. There's Blake Shannon. He's fouled on the way to the basket, but they're going to say that he was fouled before taking the shot.
Number 11, Jonathan Moore picks up
Independence getting a breakaway and finishing at the iron and bringing it within 2.
So inbounding the ball for Mission Oak is Corbin Quinones, and he hands it off to Shannon. Shannon closely guarded. Now double teamed. He's having a lot of trouble getting it away, and with the steal is number 22. And inside he can't convert. Mission Oak, that's Colin Munley with the rebound. And they go back up the court, and there's a travel call. So a turnover, costly turnover to Mission Oak.
Independence gets it back, but playing good defense, creating that turnover and the breakaway opportunity. But again, struggling to finish their shots right at the rim.
So into the game for Independence is number 23, Ojong Natui. Here's Natui with the pass over to Malcolm Johnson. Back to Natui. And here's the pass on the left wing. The shot is no good. Air ball. Mission Oak rebounds. And over here on the left wing is number 15 with a shot that's blocked and put up by Munley. And some heavy physical play inside near the basket. Ball's tipped. And Mission Oak, nobody can take care of the ball right now. And it's fast and furious out here at Selland Arena in downtown Fresno. Blake Shannon with the shot that's blocked, but there's a foul. So he'll get to the line.
Number 21.
A little helter-skelter out there. And, you feel like if Independence does start soon finishing their plays down low, they could really build the lead. But you got to credit Mission Oak for capitalizing.
Shannon misses the first of two. On the foul was number 21, Derek Check, his first of the game. And Independence now has 3 team fouls to 2 to Mission Oak. There's Shannon, leading scorer for Mission Oak. He makes the second one out of 2, and it's 12-9 Mission Oak. The Hawks showing some tough resilience here on defense early on in the first quarter. And there's a near steal there. Here's Derek Check. Over to Clark. He takes a shot. No good from downtown. And the rebound goes to Mission Oak. On the right wing is Shannon. He's got a whole mob scene around him, but he still makes the basket. So Blake Shannon makes another basket here. He led the Independence team with nearly 14 points a game, the number 1 ranked team in the Central section, or Mission Oak rather. Here's the shot from number 21 for Independence, and it's no good as time expires here. That was Derek Check with the miss. And that is the end of the first period with the Mission Oak Hawks leading the Independence Falcons by a score of 14-9. We'll be back with the start of the second period of the Central Section Division III Boys Basketball Championships on PlayOnSports.com right after these messages.
If you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight, tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. That's playonsports.com/SBP.
Okay, we're about to start the second quarter here. There are 8-minute quarters here in boys high school basketball. They play 4 quarters. And right now you have Mission Oak, the number 2 ranked team in the Central section. The Hawks leading the number 1 ranked Independence Falcons by a score of 14-9 as we get ready to start the second quarter. So far, Michael, we've had a up and down fast start, a lot of fast breaks in open court, but so far Mission Oak has managed to convert on their opportunities.
Yeah, they have, Mark, and Independence, if they start firing on all cylinders, looks like the more athletic team, but they need to take advantage of those opportunities like you talked about.
Here's Clark over to Natui, and here's the shot from Natui, and he makes it. So it's a 2-point shot for Mission Oak. They extend their lead over Independence 14-11. Here's Mission Oak closely guarded by Independence. And now there's a foul on the play.
Number 21, Derek Check.
So Derek Check with the second foul. It's going to be an inbound pass that's going to be handled for Mission Oak by Bobby Alvarado. Trying to find somebody to throw it into, and he gets Matt Zorn. And here's Blake Shannon. Blake Shannon on the left wing. He's closely guarded, but he gives up the ball to number 5, Austin Malezo, who takes a short 2-point shot that's no good off the rim. Heartbreak over to the right wing to Independence. Number 22, Isaac Clark. And the ball is bounced out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Mission Oak. So the ball will go over back to Independence. Into the game for Independence is number 24, Brandon Robinson. He'll do the honors of inbounding the pass, and he does. Over to Johnson. Back to Johnson. And here's Natui with the shot. That's no good.
That's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds. And ball will go back to Mission Oak. Pretty good crowd on hand here tonight. We've got the boys Division I final coming up later tonight. That should be the biggie between Bullard and Clovis West. This is a huge game though as well in the Division III section. And it's a Mission Oak 16-11 lead over Independence. Here's number 22 for Independence, Isaac Clark. He dribbles down to the lane and is fouled on the way to the basket. So he'll shoot two. So at the line for Independence is Isaac Clark. The foul was on number 33, Colin Munley, his first foul for Mission Oak. So Isaac Clark hits the first shot. He is the leading scorer for Independence. He averaged 13 points a game. A 6-foot guard. And his second attempt is no good off the back rim. And the rebound by number 33 for Mission Oak is Colin Munley. Gives it up to Shannon. Back to Munley. And he drives to a left-handed flip shot that's no good. Rebound and a foul. Austin Milazzo on the rebound for Mission Oak, but there's a foul, I guess, on the loose ball.
Independence, they had a pretty decent possession, get to the line, don't get anything out of it, and now you foul Mission Oak, and they have a new shot clock.
Here's Shannon to Munley, back to Shannon. He's looking to shoot, and he does from the top of the key. No good off the back rim. A rebound by number 23, Natui, for Independence. As he directs traffic here, top of the key. Here's Independence, number 24, shooting. No good. Heartbreak, in and out. That was Brandon Robinson. Now there's a whistle. And possession goes back to Mission Oak. Alvarado, the 6-foot junior, inbounds the ball. And now there's a quick drive up the court that's stolen by Independence. Here's the ball inside of the pass and the basket. And Brandon Robinson with that layup. Now it's 13-16 here. Number 2, Mission Oak leads number 1 ranked Independence at this point of the game, 16-13. So heavy full court pressure here by Independence. We saw a lot of this defensive pressure in all the games we've seen so far in the Central Section tournament here today. Here's Independence and a drive to the basket all the way coast to coast. Number 22, Isaac Clark does it again for Independence. He cuts the lead. Now Mission Oak only a 1-point lead over the Falcons.
And Independence getting in rhythm on offense in transition, doing a very good job on the break.
Shannon over to Alvarado. He drives to the basket. Misses. There's a foul whistle. And it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul. So Independence on the turnover.
Almost another version there of a forced turnover with the foul and getting the ball back, and we'll see what they can do.
So into the game for Mission Oak is number 2, Derek Thomas. He's a 6'1" senior guard. Now number 22 for Independence dribbles the ball up the court. Isaac Clark, the leading scorer. And number 23, that's going to be for Independence for Natui with a 3-pointer. And Independence takes the lead for the first time in this ball game. So number 1 has taken control. Shot is blocked and a turnover. Back to Independence. That's Robinson all the way. No good on the layup. A lot of big battles underneath the basket.
2 chances right at the iron. You got to finish there.
And the ball was thrown away, but it's deflected, and it's gonna go to Independence. And can hear the crowd. Definitely a Mission Oak flavor to it. But Independence will get the ball inbounded from Jonathan Moore over to number 21, Derek Check. Ball is almost thrown out of bounds there. Here's Natui inside. Ball is blocked. Rebound. What a mad scramble. A lot of heart underneath the basket. Both teams trying to maintain dominance inside.
Ball timeout possession, Mission Oak. Number 1, Bobby Alvarado.
So Mission Oak gets the ball. 3:48 left here in the second quarter. Independence, the number 1 ranked team from Bakersfield, leading the number 2 ranked Mission Oak team from Tulare.
And Mission Oak had looked good, but now Independence on a 7-0 run.
Here's Shannon down the right wing. He pulls it up and throws it out to the right corner. Number 1 with the shot, and it's good. That's Leandre Jefferson. So a three-pointer. Here's another three-pointer from the other side. No good off the back rim, and they try to rebound it back. That's number 14. I think that number 24, Brandon Robinson, trying to save it, and he does, apparently off the shin of one of the Mission Oak players. So inbounding the ball for Independence is Derek Check. Here's number 5 for Independence, Isaiah Henderson. He can't finish it. A lot of physicality underneath the basket. And on the breakaway, Bobby Alvarado misses the layup. The ball goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds to Mission Oak.
Ball goes back to Mission Oak. So Alvarado blows the layup. But Mission Oak has taken control of the lead once again, 19-18 over Independence. Shannon, double team, throws it over the right side. Back to Shannon with a three-point shot. No good. Off the back rim. Rebound and in. And on the three-point play is Colin Munley.
And what a way for Mission Oak to come roaring right back, answering the 7-0 run with a little 5-0 run and what could be 6 now with the extra point opportunity.
So on the foul was Malcolm Johnson, his first, and Munley completes a three-point play. So it's a 22-18 lead for Mission Oak. Less than 3 minutes left here in the first half. Independence looking to take the lead on their next couple of possessions. Right now they're down by 2 possessions here. And Munley with the rebound. Here's Shannon. Over to the right wing. That's Bobby Alvarado. Back to Alvarado. Over to Hunley at the top of the key. No good. In and out. Rebound goes back to Independence. Here's Derek Check over to Isaac Clark. Off the back foot, no good, and there's a whistle, and ball goes back to Mission Oak.
And Independence, 2 Hawks fighting for it, and nobody gets it.
Quinones tries to inbound the ball, but it's batted out of bounds. Nice defensive play for Independence by Malcolm Johnson, but it's still Mission Oak basketball. Here's a long pass to Shannon up the middle of the court. One man to beat. He does and lays it in. A great open baseball pass to Shannon. He drives and drains it. 24-18, Mission Oak. Less than 2 minutes left here in the first half. Again, Munley with the steal. Spin move. It's blocked. And is a travel call. It was blocked, and then a traveling call is called on Munley.
What a play by Isaac Clark getting up there to reject that one.
So with less than 2 minutes left, Independence trying to answer back. They're down by 4. They had a 1-point lead early on in the second quarter, but now they've lost it. And here's another breakaway for Mission Oak, and it's blocked. What a great defensive play by number 21 for Independence, Derek Check. And number 5 goes out for Independence. Number 14 comes in. Make that number Brandon Robinson coming in for Isaac Clark. Here's Mission Oak. Here's Shannon. Here's Alvarado. Back to Shannon. As time winds down here in the first half, we're under a minute 30 left to play. And now there's an attempt to try to steal the ball, but Shannon somehow gets the ball back over to number 5. That's Austin Malezo. Tries a shot. And now there's a loose ball foul on Mission Oak. So Mission Oak has got a good crowd on hand. They definitely have shown their presence here. But Independence gets the ball back. It's a 24-18 lead here with about a minute left here in the first half. You're watching PlayOnSports.com's coverage of the Central Section Division III Boys Basketball Final. We're coming to you live from Fresno, California. My name is Mark Espinoza alongside my partner Michael Konowitz. Here's Blake Shannon, tries the shot, but he falls back. And now there's going to be a foul called. So getting to the line for Mission Oak is Corbin Quinones. So on the foul was Brandon Robinson, his second. And Quinones misses the shot. Here's Clark. Under 40 seconds left. Here's the shot from downtown. It's no good. In and out. Rebound back to Independence, and the shot is good. So they score here with under 25 seconds left. It's a 24-20 lead for Mission Oak as Mission Oak looks to cap the scoring here in the first half as Shannon hurries it down over to Malezo. Time is winding down, less than 10 seconds. He drives to the basket, and Mission Oak maintains possession. There's Shannon. Looks like he's a little winded at this point. He inbounds the ball. Back to Shannon in the right corner. Back to number 5 for Mission Oak is Malezo, and he scores at the end of the first half. So that is the end of the first half of play with the Mission Oak Hawks leading the number 1 ranked Independence Falcons by a score of 26-20. We'll be back after a short break with the start of the third period of the Central Section Division III Boys Basketball Final right here on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com's coverage of the Central Section Division III Boys Basketball Final, live from Fresno, California. I'm Mark Espinoza, along with my partner Michael Conowitz, and we're about to start the third period. At the half, we have Mission Oak, the number 2 ranked team in the Central Section, leading the number 1 ranked Independence Falcons by a score of 26-20. And Michael, what was your impressions of the first half?
Well, as you mentioned to me, Mark, Mission Oak, a lot of good ball movement, sharing the basketball, 7 assists to just 2 for Independence. I think that probably is a big part of it. Also, Independence jacking up a lot of threes, taking 11 threes, but only knocking down 2 of them. That hurts. And just not shooting the ball at a high enough rate. 8 of 33 from the field. And Mission Oak shooting, a little below average still, but better, 10 of 31. Just over 32% from the field. And
Mission Oak also winning the inside battle, Michael, with the rebounding from Austin Malezo and Colin Munley. Malezo with 8 rebounds, Munley chipping in with 6. And, like you said, the ball handling and the playmaking is better on the Hawk side than it is on the Falcon side at this point as we start the third period of play. So Independence inbounding the ball here to start the third period. Inbounding the ball for Independence is Jonathan Moore. And ball goes over to Isaac Clark on the left wing. Just underway here. This is the Central Section Division III Boys Championship live from Fresno, California on PlayOnSports.com. Here's the ball from Independence, and the shot is no good off the front rim. And rebound, that's also no good. And here's Munley with another rebound adding to his total. Here's Shannon on the other side of the right wing. Over to Shannon. He drives, throws it on the other side of the court inside. And number 33 for Mission Oak makes the shot. That's Colin Munley. The 6'5 senior center makes the shot. So Independence now down by 8. They get the ball inside, and with the ball inside to score is Isaiah Henderson, a 6'1" sophomore. Here's Alvarado. Back to Shannon. Some high-pressure defense being put on by Independence to start the third period. Here's Shannon over to Alvarado. And here's Munley with the shot at the top of the key. No good. Back iron. And the rebound up the court quickly for Independence. All the way to the basket, coast to coast. And scoring for Independence is number 22, Isaac Clark. So it's a 24-28 lead now for Mission Oak as we start here in the third period. Shannon with the cross-court pass in the corner for 3. And it's good. A 3-pointer. So it's a 3-point shot. That's 31-24 for Mission Oak. And back the other way with the basket is number 22 for Independence, Isaac Clark. 26-31. Independence lead or trails. Here's Shannon quickly up the court. He's closely guarded. Double team. Now he gets the ball out of his hands over to number 21. That's number 21, Matt Jordan. He misses the shot back the other way. The action is fast and furious down the other side. And the ball passed inside. No good. Rebound back to Munley. Now to Munley. He's got the ball. He's driving and all the way, but misses the shot. Gets his own rebound and puts it back in. So a great hustle play by Hunley.
And Mission Oak continuing to, for the most part, finish their shots at the iron. And just like we saw in the first half, Independence struggling when they're right at the basket.
And the ball goes out of bounds. So on the turnover, ball goes back to Mission Oak.
And Munley and Malezo having games for the Hawks as they have 13 and 12 points respectively. Doing a great job offensively for Mission Oak.
Here's Alvarado, the inbound to Shannon. He somehow gets it past the midcourt line. And there's going to be a foul. So on the foul for Mission Oak, make that for Independence, is Brandon Robinson. That's the first team foul on Independence, the third team foul for Brandon Robinson. Personal foul, that is. Here's Shannon, top of the key. The shot is an air ball. And on the rebound is number 21 for Independence, Derek Check. He throws it quickly up court on the right wing at 21 with the shot. Derek Check misses. No good. Rebound back to Independence. And another shot. It misses. And with the rebound is Austin Malezo. Another rebound for Malezo. And there's a shot and a foul. So it looks like Malaysia will get to the line. Him and Munley have been hitting the glass hard so far in this game, Michael.
They have good rebounding and getting to the line now for the Falcons.
So Isaac Clark with the foul, his first. Here's Munley at the line. Oh, Malaysia, excuse me. He makes the first shot. It'll be 2 shots. And out of the game for Mission Oak is Matt Dorn. And into the game for Mission Oak is Leandre Jefferson, a 6'2 guard. Here's Malaysia with the second shot. That's good. So it's a 35-26 bulge now for Mission Oak, their biggest lead of the game. A 9-point lead over the number 1 ranked team in the Central section. Independence coming into the game as one of the premier teams in the state. But right now they're on the trailing end. But they do make a basket here. Now it's 28-35. Here's Shannon with the ball walking slowly up the court. Closely guarded by number 24, Kobe Tripp for Mission Oak, Independence rather. And Shannon with the flip job makes it in. And another basket for Mission Oak, 37-28, back the other way. And with the shot, no good. Air ball for Austin Allman. Here's Munley. And there's a timeout on the court. Timeout, Mission Oak. So with 4:11 left here in the third period, it's the Mission Oak Hawks leading the Independence Falcons by a score of 37-28.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
So Mission Oak has opened up a 9-point lead here in the third quarter. They led at the half by 6. They've now increased it by 3, and now they have the ball back with Shannon leading the charge here as he's closely guarded by number 24 for Independence. That's Brandon Robinson. Here's Shannon looking to pass the ball, and it's nearly stolen. Here's Munley with the ball once again. He's been all over the place and almost stolen once again by Independence, but we got Munley with the ball once again, double teamed, and now there's going to be a foul called. And Brandon Robinson is called for the foul on Independence, so that's going to be his 4th foul of the game, so he's definitely in foul trouble. That is the 13th foul for Independence. Mission Oak has yet to commit a foul in this half. So they're playing some really good, clean basketball, and they're rebounding the ball. They're getting the turnovers, and now inbounding the ball for Mission Oak is Austin Malaysia. Back to Shannon. He's been kind of like their quarterback, so to speak, in this basketball game. Oh, nice behind the back. Flip over to Malaysia. What a great assist there by Shannon.
And Malaysia having a game, 16 points thus far.
Here's a drive to the basket, no good. Rebound and a foul. Isaiah Henderson trying to take it to the basket, but he's fouled on the way up. Now he goes to the line. The foul is going to be on Colin Munley, his 3rd. So Munley now getting into some foul trouble here. His 3rd foul. That is the first team foul for Mission Oak in this half. Here's Henderson at the line for Independence. They're down by 12 now, and he misses that first free throw. So Independence in a bit of a trouble here. There's a lot of time left, folks, but you're down by 12, and right now you got to make those shots if you want to start thinking about making a comeback here.
Good for Independence, though, that Munley in foul trouble.
Here's the second shot by Henderson.
With those 3 fouls, as you said, is Munley the second leading scorer on the floor, 13 points. So he's going to have to be careful, and maybe Independence can push the issue there.
Alvarado with the inbound pass over to Shannon. He drives. Now he passes off over to number 1, Alvarado, with the open shot from downtown, no good. Rebound, and is put back in on the rebound by number 21, Matt Dorn. So now a 42-29 lead by Mission Oak. With 3:08 left in the third period, it's the Mission Oak Hawks leading the Independence Falcons 42-29. You're watching the Central Section Boys Division III basketball final here on PlayOnSports.com.
And we'll have live coverage of basketball continuing from around the country in March as we hit the section championships this week, and then the state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond as we bring you action from one end of the country to the other. Join us all March long for championship basketball coverage brought to you by your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So, Michael, we have Mission Oak now opening up a 13-point lead on the number one team in the Central Section. Independence comes into this game having only lost once the entire season. They came into the game 31-1. What do they have to do to get back and make this a game going into the final part of the third quarter?
They're really going to have to crash the boards, and again, they got to finish their opportunities at the glass.
So here's Independence inbounding the ball. Number 23 with the ball for the Falcons. And it's no good.
Again,
here's a long baseball pass, turnover on a steal. And now there's a scramble.
And sorry about that, Mark, but again, right there in front of the rim, you can't get the ball to fall.
Number 21,
So Independence gets the ball back.
second team foul this half.
Here's Natui inbounding the ball. Over to Clark. He passes it off. Over to Check. He tries to drive it, but he misses that shot. And ball goes out of bounds back to Independence.
Falcons continuing to play right around the rim, but they got to put it in the hole.
Yeah, they've been getting those offensive rebounds, Michael, the Falcons, but they haven't been able to convert those baskets, and now they do with the long shot there. That's going to be a 2-point shot there for Independence. They now trail by 11. Here's the cross-court pass in the corner for Mission Oak. Here's Shannon directing that offense beautifully so far in this game, driving, and he turns it over, unfortunately, if you're a Mission Oak fan. And all the way coast to coast on the steal and the basket for Independence is Isaac Clark with a left-handed slam dunk.
Clark with 12 now, and then Independence going to get it right back.
Number 33, Colin Glenley back into the game, replacing number 1, Bobby Alvarado.
So Independence gets the ball back. They trail by 9. So they have cut the lead. They're doing a little better job of committing or making the steals and forcing Mission Oak's hand. Another shot doesn't fall. That was a mad scramble inside. There's going to be a foul. And we'll see what the call is.
Number 15, Corbin Quinones.
So on the foul,
The third team foul for the Hawks.
on Mission Oak is number 15, Corbin Quinones, his second, 13. Here's Derek Check with the ball inside. Nobody's getting a handle on it, and somehow there's a loose or a timeout called by Independence. So a good call by Coach Stan Davis for the Falcons, getting possession and then calling timeout after the mad scramble.
Absolutely, and a little 6-0 run for Independence. We'll see if that can continue.
So right now it seems as if Independence is beginning to out-hustle Mission Oak to a certain extent, getting back into this ball game. At one point they were down by like 12 points to the Hawks. And so you have to give them credit for doing that. And you don't lose just one game for nothing. I mean, that's got to mean something if you've only lost one game all year. So they definitely have it in themselves to come back.
Yeah, the one game in overtime, no less.
So Independence making its move here, and a shot from the left side of the key, and it's good. So another basket made by the Falcons. So there's a foul on the play on number 23. That's Natui, his first. That's the fourth team foul on Independence, who is trailing Mission Oak 37-42. Now there's some kind of discussion between the refs and the players. Maybe there was some kind of words exchange. I'm not sure, but play will resume here with Shannon with the ball, trying to get past the double team, and he travels. Another turnover.
Big mistake there, and you can feel the momentum swinging to the Independence side.
Here's Natui inbounding. Over to Derek Check. The long three is no good off the front rim. Rebound back to Independence. They're getting those offensive rebounding at the right moment here. And again, there's a mad scramble. It goes out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Mission Oak. So it remains 42-37 with about a minute 3 left here in the third period. Mission Oak's got to get something going again because they've definitely lost their mojo here in the third period. And here's the drive to the basket with a right-handed flip. And with the basket is Austin Malezo with a much-needed basket by the Hawks. Here's Independence and almost a steal there on the pass inside. Here's number 21 inbounding or inside, and a hard foul, and he goes down hard. That's number 12, Malcolm Johnson. Hit the base of the basket hard, but he's all right.
Heard that one up here for sure.
And coming into the game for the Hawks is number 15, Corbin Quinones. And going out of the game for the Hawks is Munley. So inbounding the ball for Independence. We have now number 23 with the ball, Isaac Clark. He puts a shot, but it's no good. And a rebound by number 5. That's Austin Malezo with another rebound. And he goes all the way and gets the foul. So a smart play by Malezo, hitting the glass hard, rebounding, and also driving to the basket to get those fouls, go to the line. That is the 15th foul on Independence. 2 more they'll be in the bonus. Here's the first shot, and that's good. So 45-37 lead now for Mission Oak.
And Malezo 19 points and has knocked down all 3 of his free throws now.
Now, I know we've been talking about Independence, Michael, for most of the game. They've only lost 1 game, but look at Mission Oak's record. They're 26-3, so they've only lost 3 games. So they're definitely a very good team, too. We have to mention that.
Absolutely, and playing very well here today.
So the ball goes out of bounds on the turnover, so Independence somehow losing a little bit of the momentum in this third period. They dominated for most of the quarter. There's about 24.5 seconds left in the third quarter with Mission Oak holding a 9-point lead over the number one ranked team in the Central section. Here's Shannon going to the basket all the way, double teamed at the end, but his pressure can't sink it. And a pass all the way to the other side of the court. There's a foul as Clark tries to lay it up, and he's fouled going to the basket. So he's going to the line. He misses his first shot. On the foul was LeAndre Jefferson, That's his first. And both teams now with 5 team fouls. So that fourth quarter coming up, Michael, is going to be key as far as who can make the most shots from the free throw line, I would imagine, down the stretch. That's what it's probably going to come down to.
Yeah,
So,
and good for Independence to see Clark make one there. He was 0 for 3 before that make.
Here's Shannon to the left corner, and the shot is no good, wide open. And that's the end of the third period. With the end of the third period, the Mission Oak Hawks are leading the Independence Falcons by a score of 46-38. We'll be back with the fourth period of the Central Section Division III Boys Basketball Championship on PlayOnSports.com right after these messages.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. That's playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com's coverage of the Boys Division III Central Section Championships here in Fresno, California, as we're getting ready to start the fourth period of this game between number 1 and number 2. So far, it's been mostly number 2, Mission Oak, leading the way as they lead now at the start of the fourth period, 46-38 over Independence. And I'm getting to think, Michael, that this is going to get down. This game, if it's going to be close down to the wire, as I have no doubt that it will, that it's going to come down to who's going to make the most shots at the free throw line.
Yeah, free throw shots going to be key down the stretch, scoring with the time stopped.
Here's Shannon showing his great ball handling skills, and he's been just a spark plug, I should say, for the Mission Oak team on offense, directing traffic and showing a lot of assists out there on the floor. So the ball goes out of bounds.
Number 5, Isaiah Anderson picks up his first. Team total at 6.
That's Coach Myron Epps pleading his case to Isaiah Henderson. Make that Austin Malazo. You can see him very animated on the other side of the court. And with the shot at the free throw line is number 21 for Mission Oak, Matt Zorn. So they increased their lead to 47-38 over Independence. Here's Independence with the ball, trying to retaliate, trying to make some headway here in the final quarter of this Division III championship. And the ball is flipped in and good for a basket by number 22 for Independence. That's Isaac Clark. Here's a quick turnover, just what the doctor ordered for the Falcons. Just sense their urgency now on offense. They score another basket, so 2 quick baskets here. Cut the lead down to 5. Independence now looking to get another steal, but somehow Mission Oak breaks the press, gets it inside. The ball is missed. And trying to go up for the basket. There's a lot of physical play inside, but nothing is called. Referee's letting it go, so you know the refs are probably doing a pretty good job. It's a very physical game, as most of these games have been here in this Central Section tournament. But the referee's calling a pretty good game either way. And here's the basket all the way by Shannon.
Beautiful move to the basket.
So Shannon, the leading scorer for Mission Oak, maintaining the lead, increasing the lead to 7 here with less than 6.5 left here in this ball game. Pretty good crowd on hand here at Selland Arena. We're in downtown Fresno. And the shot is no good from number 23, Natui. And now there's a whistle. And there's going to be a hold call. So on the foul, it's going to be Darian Warford on the foul, his first. And missing his first free throw from the line is Malcolm Johnson. So both teams with 16 fouls, and they're one foul away from getting into the bonus. So yeah, definitely it's gonna be key down the stretch at the free throw line. So Malcolm Johnson makes his second free throw, cuts the lead down to 49-43. Here's the steal by Independence. Top of the key, number 22 is Clark. He tries to drive to the basket, and he's fouled.
Good job attacking to the basket and getting to the free throw line.
So now Mission Oak is in the bonus situation.
Number 5, Austin Melizzo. 1-1 for
A one-on-one situation. If he makes the first, he'll get another shot. And he does. So there'll be another free throw for Clark.
Bobby Alvarado back in the action for the Hawks, replacing number 15, Corbin Quinones.
And the second shot is no good, but they get the rebound back. So an excellent opportunity for Independence to get more than they asked for here in this situation, with a wide open three-point shot that's off the front rim, no good. And the ball finally goes over to Mission Oak on the drive all the way to the basket. And there's no foul, it's blocked out of bounds. And it looks like a clean play there, Michael.
Yeah, just a good job getting out up there and rejecting that shot.
So actually the ball goes back to Mission Oak. Here's Shannon getting all sorts of attention out there. Double teamed, triple teamed. He is the man. That's going to be a foul. He's going to stay at the line here to shoot some free throws. So he's going to be in the bonus situation with both teams with 17 fouls. So here's an opportunity for Mission Oak to increase their lead. They've got essentially a two-possession lead. But Shannon looking to make that first shot so he can get another crack at the line.
Shannon 102 at the line.
Makes the first one. The foul was on number 5, Isaiah Henderson, his second. And he makes the second one. So a 7-point lead now for Mission Oak. And we're ticking down to about the 5-minute mark here in the ball game. Here's a wide open three-point shot, air ball, put back up, but no good. And Munley's back in the game for Mission Oak. Remember how he had so many rebounds. He gets another one. Here's the ball inside. It's stolen. Nothing is called. There's a little bit of contact, but probably more defense than anything. And here's the whistle. And there's going to be a foul. And a free throw for, looks like, Independence. So the foul is going to be on, looks like Shannon gets the second foul. He's good. He's not in any foul trouble at this point. Here's the first shot, which is no good on the one-on-one. And another shot and is put back in. So it turns out pretty good after all for Independence. And they're within 5 points of the lead with less than 5 minutes left here in this final game for both clubs of the 2013 season. Here's the ball back the other way, back to Independence. And the drive to the basket is no good. Rebound back to Shannon. He drives. He could be going downtown all the way, and he does and makes the basket. And unbelievable play by Shannon with two players draped all over him, and he somehow makes that shot. Here's a shot the other way, and they're trading baskets now. Number 22 for Isaac Clark making the shot for Independence. And somehow Independence still within 5 of the lead. Now the clock is definitely a factor in this ballgame as Shannon now wants to take his time, and that's pretty good strategy considering they have a 5-point lead. They just need to make the shots, and there's a foul on the dribble. So Shannon will go to the line. And on the foul is Natui. That is his second foul. Shannon will go to the line. So Shannon having a heck of a game for Mission Oak. I think that, at least in my opinion, Michael, at this point, he's got 16 points, right? Yeah, 16 points for Shannon. Definitely leading the charge for the Mission Oak Hawks. He makes a free throw, and at least gets my vote at this point, Michael, for player of the game if Mission Oak goes on to win this game and this championship.
Yeah, and doing a good job knocking down his free throws, 4 or 5 at the line.
And another shot made by Shannon. So it's going to be a 55-48 lead for Mission Oak. But now the pressure's really on Independence. They've got to make their shots. They can't be missing, and they do make a three-pointer. So from downtown, Derek Check with a three, nearly stolen. Here's the ball back the other way, and Munley makes the shot. Wow. A 6-point lead for Mission Oak. Less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this ball game. And the ball goes up, deflected. Goes back to Independence. Here's Isaac Clark looking to drive. He shoots. And it's off the backboard. No good. Back to Shannon. Over to the corner. Back to Shannon. He keeps the ball. Tries to work the clock. Nearly stolen. Here's the open three-pointer. No good. Now, is there going to be a foul? There is a whistle.
Isaac Clark, his second.
So the foul
We'll get a pair for the Hawks.
is going to be on Natui. That's going to be his second. And at the line for the Hawks is Quinones. First shot is good. 58-51 Mission Oak. 2:54 left in this championship match. And there's a timeout on the court. So with 2:54 left here in the fourth period, it's the Mission Oak Hawks, the second-ranked team in the Central Section, leading the number 1 ranked Independence Falcons by a score of 58-51.
For more information on purchasing ink films through Fresno ROV. Section finals thinking Johnny
Play on Sports on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
So we've got 2:54 left here in the fourth period. Independence down by 7. What do they need to do, Michael, to get back and have a chance to finally catch Mission Oak and go ahead in this ballgame with 2:54 left?
Well, obviously get some defensive stops, and 2:54, plenty of time. Don't rush possessions. Don't rush shots. Swing the ball around, get inside, and wait for the open shot.
So at the line for Mission Oak is Corbin Quinones. He makes his first shot on the free throw line. Here's his second attempt. And it's good. Actually, he gets another shot here, another attempt. Because if I'm not mistaken, he took a 3-point shot and he was fouled. So I'm thinking he gets three attempts here. So he made his first 2 shots. It's 59-51 Mission Oak.
Mission Oak getting to the line a lot in the fourth quarter.
And he makes another one. So it's 60-51.
And Mission Oak make that 7 of 9 at the line in this final period.
So a 3-basket lead, essentially, for Mission Oak. And around the net is number 22 for Independence. That's Isaac Clark with the basket. Austin Milazzo down the right wing. He goes to the basket hard and puts up a shot that's finally deflected out of bounds. Back to Independence. So a 7-point lead now with 2:28 left.
Independence has made a couple little runs, but nothing serious.
Here's Natui at the top of the key. No good on the shot. Hits the front rim. They get it back, so they have to get those offensive rebounds. Another foul on the play. And to the line will be number 21, Derek Check.
21, Matt Zorn.
And before this free throw, Independence has only been to the line for 5 shots this quarter, compared with the 9 shots of Mission Oak. They've knocked down 3 of the 5.
Matt Zorn with his 3rd foul. Both teams with 9 team fouls now.
Leandre Jefferson. Into the game, replacing number 15, Corbin Quinones.
Leandre Jefferson into the game for Mission Oak. And the second attempt rolls in. So a 5-point lead now, a 2-basket lead for Mission Oak as they try to get the ball past the midcourt line. They do. Over to Milazzo, back to Shannon. He keeps the ball, tries to milk the clock. Approaching 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in this Division III Central Section Championship. And Shannon with the shot. It's no good. There's a mad scramble. And Independence with the rebound back the other way. On the left wing, number 22, Isaac Clark. He's got the ball, looking to shoot. They got a 5-point deficit now. They need to shoot the ball here pretty quickly. But they can get a 2 or a 3 either way, and there's a travel. So a little bit too much time taken to get a shot up. Cost the Falcons. And inbounding the ball. Well, there's going to be a timeout now. Timeout called on the court. So a minute 36 left here in this final quarter. You're watching the Central Section Division III Boys Basketball Final on PlayOnSports.com.
And make sure to stay tuned to Play On Sports. Right after the game, we'll select our player of the game, and we'll have an interview with that player that will be on demand as soon as later this evening. So make sure to stay up to date with the PlayOnSports.com website and the page you're on right now, where the interview will show up archived on demand.
Well, at this point, Michael, Independence is down by 5. So either way you look at it, they need 5 points. They can get a 3 now or they can get a 2 now. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But I think the point is they need to get a shot as quickly as possible and put it up, and if somehow get that offensive rebound if they miss. But if they wait too long and passing up good shots, then that could cost them at the end.
True, you definitely don't want to pass up good shots, but I feel like 136 is still plenty of time to overcome a 2-possession deficit. So you do want to take your time and you don't want to rush shots. You want to take good shots.
But now Mission Oak has control of the basketball, and they've got this game under control. They need to just milk the clock as much as possible. Remember, Independence is in the bonus. They can keep the ball. If they get fouled, they go to the line, and they can increase their lead. So that's the other thing I was thinking about. If Independent gets the ball back, they need to make the shots right away. They can't be wasting time because you know that Mission Oak is going to stall whenever they have the ball in the remaining minute and 15 seconds or so. And now there's a tie-up, looks like. Wow, that's a key play right there.
Yeah, that's huge to give it back to Independence.
So 1:11 left here. And you just feel the tension in this building right now. And driving to the basket with the foul. And a huge play in this ball game to the line, to the basket, making the shot. Number 22, Isaac Clark, pulls Independence within 3 with 1:07 left. He goes to the line to complete the 3-point play.
23 points for Clark. A huge performance, and finally finishing at the rack when it counts.
He makes it. Derek Check with the key play down the stretch. A 1-possession lead and a near steal but the ball is still in possession of Mission Oak. That's Bobby Alvarado. Both teams in the bonus. And Independence a chance to win the game outright. But 42 seconds, Michael, that's a lot of time, though, in a basketball game like this.
Yeah, plenty of time. A heady timeout called by Independence head coach Dan Davis. And, you definitely don't want to rush anything right here. You do need to get points right here as we're getting down to it. But you absolutely want to just run your offense and wait for the good shot.
So both squads taking some time off here as their respective coaches. That's Myron Epps for Mission Oak talking to his group, trying to figure out how they're going to hold off Independence, while Stan Davis, head coach for Independence, trying to figure out what's his next play. They do have possession of the basketball coming out of the timeout, inbounding the ball. This will be a key possession here and could decide the championship, but 42 seconds is 42 seconds. So guarding the line, the baseline for Independence, for Mission Oak, is number 15, Corbin Quinones. The ball is finally inbounded. And here's Independence with the ball. Driving to the basket all the way. There's a foul. And to the line on the foul, with the foul on Mission Oak, number 22, Isaac Clark, to the line with a chance to tie the score.
Clark doing a fantastic job of getting to the rim late. And he struggled with free throws early. He's only 3 of 7 at the line, but has made, I believe, his last 3 in a row.
And this is what Central Section Championship basketball is all about. Plus, you've got the number 1 team going against the number 2 team. And he misses the first shot. Isaac Clark with an opportunity to get within 1. Now for the second shot. This is critical. 32 seconds left. It's good. So, a 1-point lead.
Number 1, Bobby Alvarado, back of the
And there's going to be a substitution coming in for Mission Oak is number 1, Bobby Alvarado. He comes back into the game. Now there's going to be another timeout. Official timeout. 32 seconds left. Mission Oak 60, Independence 59.
And you mentioned at the start of this quarter, Mark, the free throw shooting would be important. And both teams have shot the ball well from the line. And Independence pretty well, too. 7 of 10 from the line, but that first miss was a big one.
It really was. You had a chance to have a tie game there, make it even more exciting, but how more exciting can you be with what it is so far? I mean, you've got 2 of the best teams, no doubt about it. Independence, 32-1 coming into this ball game, 31-1, excuse me. And Mission Oak, 26-3.
And what a performance by Isaac Clark for the Falcons. 25 points and just continuing to get to the rack, get to the line. Even though he struggled from the free throw line, he has done it all for the Falcons.
So inbounding the ball for Mission Oak will be Corbin Quinones. And I would imagine that Independence is not going to want to foul. Oh, and Shannon, he double dribbles. Unbelievable. He double dribbles. Blake Shannon, who's been such a great ball handler all game long, the leader of the Mission Oak offense, double dribbles with 32 seconds left, turns the ball over to Independence that has a chance now, and they do the same. They return the favor. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Unbelievable. Mission Oak now with a chance to redeem itself. Holding the ball. Under 30 seconds left to play. Here's Shannon. Double team. Gets it midcourt.
Foul.
To the corner. He holds the ball. There's a scramble. It's a turnover. Independence driving to the basket. And good on the foul. On the play. Number 21, Derek Check. Make that Isaac Clark with the basket. He goes to the line. And now Independence with the lead with 14 seconds left.
That mistake by Mission Oak had the ball on the sideline, just needed to get fouled and got the ball poked out. What a huge mistake and what a great break there for Independence.
So Isaac Clark with just a great play to score and to get to the line. And now Independence with a 2-point lead. And here we go, folks. 13 seconds left. Shannon loses the ball. No foul called.
No.
Yes, there is a foul on the play. So now there's a confusion now. We don't know what to call it. So there is a foul. So yes, a foul on Blake Shannon. Independence with a 62-60 lead miraculously on a crazy set of plays in the last 15 seconds of this ball game. Each team committing crucial turnovers. Here's the free throw. He misses the first of two. And the second shot is no good. Shannon with the ball, a chance to redeem himself behind the back. And a pass. Here's the shot. It's no good, off the back rim. And the ball goes out of bounds with 0.6 of a second.
What an ending we're having, though, seeing it right in front of us.
Now the ball goes out of bounds, and
you got to catch and shoot here. Catch and shoot is all you have time for.
Mission Oak, can they come up with the miracles? Do you believe in miracles? That's the call. Here's the shot. No good. And Independence miraculously wins in a strange set of crucial plays at the end of the game to take this Central Section's Division III basketball championship. Do you believe it?
Down by 13 in the second half and coming back and surviving what was just straight up sloppy helter-skelter last minute and getting enough plays to go their way to win the section championship, the Valley champions.
What a crazy set of circumstances that we saw at the end of the ball game near the last 15 seconds of the fourth quarter, with Mission Oak with the lead, inbounding the ball, losing it. Then Independence getting the ball back, throwing the ball out of bounds, and then Shannon with the desperation pass that goes out of bounds, deflected, and then the last half second left in the ball game, the ball is no good, and Independence wins it at the end, 62-60.
And the Falcons ending the game on an 11-0 run. It was 60-51 and 62-60.
And that is the final score. Independence wins the Central Section Division III Boys Championship. That's going to wrap it up from Selland Arena. Once again, the final score, Independence 62, Mission Oak 60. We'd like to thank you for joining PlayOnSports.com's coverage of this championship game from Fresno, California. Be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Jordan Eswine, our videographer, Matthew Merritt, along with my partner, Michael Konowitz. I'm Mark Espinoza saying so long, and we hope you'll join us again on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.